So this here. Welcome to Thursday. That was a healthy debate. So glad we was able to talk about this on the show. Clearly, as you can see, we still don't agree on it on how we feel about this. But I'm still glad that we was able to do this because I was highly upset when Joe said that on Tuesday. But after, I understood his premise, but I still disagree. But today's doghouse is a familiar person.
Uh-oh. Look at the comment.
no, no, Vaughn not in the doghouse. Nobody on the show is in the doghouse. I'll say that. So let me get that out the way. At least not now. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what may happen after the show? But right now, no, nobody. But this person had made a video just a couple days ago questioning why other players are getting more opportunities than he is. Cam Newton, my guy, you in the doghouse.
Yep. Figured that's where he was going when you started.
My guy, you in the doghouse. My guy, you in the doghouse. Like Shannon Sharp said, you one of the randoms, my guy. You ain't who you used to be. Your last great season was what, 2017? Really 2015 when you won the MVP and went to the Super Bowl. But you haven't done nothing since then. Last time we seen you play, you looked horrible. And honestly, even with these highlights we're seeing, you don't look too good. I think right now, well, we had this joke in the chat that we would pick some players over you. Just know Zach Wilson is not one of those players. We would still pick you over Zach Wilson, but that's Zach Wilson. I will put my sons in the backfield before I put Zach Wilson back there. Just for clarification. But Cam, you in the doghouse, my guy. You need to relax yourself. Just go ahead and retire or accept being a backup player. You're not a starting quarterback in this league anymore. You're not good enough right now. There are at least 28, if not 20 some quarterbacks better than you in the league right now. You're not good, Cam. Just give it up, my guy. Be a backup or just retire and do podcasts. Stop trying to come in and be a starting quarterback in the NFL thinking you're going to lead the team to a playoff or to a Super Bowl. It's not happening for you anymore. You're not good anymore. So just give it up.
Any feedback from y'all?
Yeah, I was gonna say the problem Cam don't have a job isn't because it's Cam Newton and he's polarizing. It's more so like what Dave was saying. It's the fact he won't accept being a backup. It's guys like Nathan Peterman and Chase Daniels and people like them that consistently get jobs, but that's because they know they're a backup. They're not trying to push the needle to be a starter. They might try to compete to be a starter, but they're not like going like I should be a starter. So when he opened his video saying, I don't know how these randoms keep getting jobs. There's not 32 quarterbacks better than me. That's the problem of why you're not getting a job, because you consistently think you're a top 32 quarterback, which I'm not going to lie. Cam is still good. He is. Julian Edelman broke his receiving yard record, not with Tom Brady, but with Cam Newton. But the problem with Cam is his accuracy has always been an issue. He's always been known to miss high. And I'm surprised Dave didn't use the highlight, but at his Auburn Pro Day, he threw an out route way too high. So teams are going to look at them like, oh, you still got those accuracy issues. You still missing high. High balls lead to interceptions. Teams not willing to pay you what you want to try to compete for a starting job, knowing you're a backup and knowing you still miss high, cause turnovers. So if the sooner Cam can look in the mirror and say, look, Cam, you're a backup when the starter gets hurt, you're a great insurance plan for the rest of the game. The sooner we have a job.
Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback on what Carl said, man. Cam, you gotta take the dog route, man. You gotta get it out the mud, get you a job as a backup. Guys get not wishing injury on nobody, but guys get hurt a lot. So you might get an opportunity to get your chance, and you play good, you stay out there. So You might gotta get out the mud and stop trying to be Front Street because you ain't that Cam no more.
I got you in the doghouse.
Can I address Devin real quick?
Go ahead.
So obviously we don't think all 32 is better because Dave just said we don't think Zach Wilson is better. But Zach Wilson is way younger than Cam Newton.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're not going to get rid of Zach Wilson for Cam Newton and push that youth to the side. It's not going to work like that. So while maybe another team might not, like, I honestly can't think of too many teams that has a starter that's not better than Cam. But even if they do, they're probably young and just got drafted. So they're not going to pick Cam over the young guy and try to develop the young guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, my feedback on it is this. He can be a Jacoby Brissett if he just humble himself, right? He got himself a starting job waiting for somebody else, and Jacoby Brissett has an opportunity to get another starting job with us because they brought him in to basically compete with Sam Howell, and they want Sam Howell to be the quarterback, but they like, if Sam Howell don't work out, you could just step in right now until we find our guy. And that could be Cam, but he thinks he's the guy. So Dave, for real, he in a doghouse, and doghouse, like you said, is more like a timeout. For real, he's more
You're
like
done, son. You're done.
for real, like he's done.
No,
I agree
Yeah.
with Doghouse though, because he can still humble himself and get that backup job. It's just up to him.
Well,
He's behind the doghouse.
He said what?
He behind the doghouse.
He
He can't even be seen yet. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Dave, I do want to request you take somebody out the doghouse.
Let me
Right?
hear
I didn't
it.
make a template for this or nothing, you know. But I request somebody you put in the doghouse before. I think that you should take him out.
Okay, I'm listening.
Kendrick Perkins, take my man out of the doghouse, man. Take my man out. He been speaking facts lately. He been speaking straight facts lately. Ever since you put him in the doghouse, my man been praising Sacramento like crazy.
Oh, wow. There we go. There's the reason.
Oh Lord.
I knew that was coming.
But look,
I knew that was the reason.
Dead serious though, y'all. I think I told J-Mo this. My Western Conference matchup were the Clippers and the Kings. And he came up and said the same exact thing. And I agree with him.
Put
I
another
also
lock in
like
that
what you
doghouse.
said about
So because
we
you
get
agree
more-
with him, I should take him out the doghouse?
No, I think it's right. So look, also, I came on here and said, Clay, you disagree with this one too. I came on here and said, Clay, that's the only the fours, man. Go out there and compete. I watched ESPN the next day. He said the same thing. He said one day you gotta come out and compete, man. Stop throwing them fours up. You gotta come out and compete. And I like Kendrick Perkins. Guess what? Another reason why I need to take my doghouse, David. We all got bad takes. We all come out and say stuff, and then we're wrong. But one thing about Kendrick Perkins, he ain't afraid to speak his mind. If he feels some way, if he thinking some way, he gonna go on ESPN and he gonna say what other people ain't trying to say. And I like that about Kendrick Perkins. So I request that you take him out the doghouse and put somebody else in there who ain't real. Hey, KP, I got you.
Keep him in
Think
there.
about it, David.
A lot of the fans saying keep him in there and put another padlock on it.
I'm
The fans have
sorry.
spoken. The people have spoken.
Yeah, the people.
The
My
people
bad.
have
The people.
spoken,
My
Joe,
bad.
so-
Sorry, the people. The people.
Unfortunately, your request has been denied, so he's staying in the doghouse. Unfortunately, he's staying in the doghouse. Now, I told you before, Kendrick used to be my guy because he used to always say them dogs in Miami. Like he was with us, but he also be saying some wild stuff. So nah, I ain't taking him out. I ain't
Hey,
taking
can
him out.
Hey, I only want to piggyback with Joe. I don't watch. I told y'all. I watch us way more than I watch any other media. So I only want to agree with Joe because, like you said, we all do get bad takes, and we should be forgiven for those bad takes. So that's the only agreement. Screw all that King stuff.
Yeah, and his bad. And look. Also, take him out, David. What he said about Jokic.
Nah, come on, bro.
I'm not saying it's true, but J-Mo came on here and shined some light on something. He said Jokic had 9 assists. He needed one more assist to get 10, and he passed it 5 times straight. I don't know how true that is.
That wasn't my premise as to why I put him in the doghouse, though.
And also, yeah, that's true. But also, ever since he said that, Jokic's been sliding. So it's some magic to what Perkins saying. So
you know what? I did think about this though. I will say this. I did put Jokic in the doghouse after I put Perkins in the
You
doghouse.
did. I forgot you did.
So you know what? Since I
Okay.
did that, I am going to take you out the doghouse.
Let's go.
I put Jokic in there. So now that Jokic is in there, I'm going to put you out. That's
Yeah, I
that.
agree.
Now that I think about it, I'm going to take Perkins. You are out of the doghouse. You are the first person to come out of the doghouse.
But Cam, you ain't off the hook.
My guy, you
At all.
doghouse.
You that.
Look,
You
look.
that.
Hey,
You
look.
know.
So look, you can put him in, Dave. If his prediction is wrong, you can do it. All right, you can do it.
Hey, if the prediction is wrong, you going in there too.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
With the name.
All right.
Exactly with the bang.
Hey, Harden got hurt though, man. You know, we got to revisit this on the Play All Star. All right. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.